Hi everybody, this is Chris from TPLI, Turning Point Life Investment. This is going to be an analysis of the Russell 2000, the Dow Jones, and some other markets. First thing I'm going to pull into is a 9-month daily view of the Russell 2000. And looking at today, it was a small body candlestick. The rut was just basically flat. Nothing happened today. Now it seems that the rut had moved up and is pulling back and holding right here at its 50-day exponential moving average and holding as support. And price support is really around the 818 level. So we have that as first support. Now if you want to do like a really micro, like super x-ray into this, you could say that the rut is in a little type of a consolidation range right here, and if it moves above this range, you can even say above the high of this candlestick on the 15th of this month. The high was 835, so move above there, the rut will be moving back up and retesting its highs around 858, 860-ish. Now if the rut breaks down under this 818 level, I would expect more selling to come into the Russell 2000, and the next support level is going to be around 800. That's also a gap right here that was formed on the 18th of last month, and it held the support for a couple days. So if this 818 breaks, I would definitely expect some type of even a fast pullback or move down lower to 800. Going into the hourly view for the rut, we could really see that even if I take away this 818 level, these lows right here, and we can say 816 because it's the hourly view, break under this 816 level, and prices will definitely be moving back down to retest 800. If prices move up, I really want to see them kind of clear this 835 level. Once they do that, more buying will come into the rut and push prices up higher to retest the earlier highs it made this month. Going into the Dow Jones Industrial Average, we can see that the Dow it's really maintained its strength compared to the rest of the markets. The rest of the markets, even like the rut, or let's see, the S&P 500, has pulled back to their 50-day exponential moving average and holding as support, where the Dow is actually holding above its 50-day exponential moving average, really around the 20, in between there. It's holding above 12,200. So what I'm actually looking at is this it's a 100-point range from 12,200 to 12,100. If the Dow breaks under there, I'm definitely going to be expecting a deeper sell-off. If the Dow it just churns around or churns into this level, we'll just get some more consolidation. I mean, it made some new highs around the 12,175 level. If it just chops around and then pops back up, it'll retest that high. But until then, it's just really, I mean, range bound. I mean, I know it sucks to always say, yeah, the markets are in a range bound, but it's better that we see what the market's actually telling us than what we want it to tell us. You know, I mean, a lot of people want the market to say, oh, you know, buy, but right now it's just really in this type of a range. It's not saying buy or sell. So if you do want to trade in this market, individual stocks or options, the best thing I can say is just trade lightly. Instead of doing like 20 contracts or 30 contracts, just do half of that. Do like 15 or 10 contracts. And if you normally buy 1,000 shares or 2,000 shares, cut that in half. That's what I like to do when the markets chop around like this, just in case, because there's no real direction of where it wants to go. Okay, a stock that I'm taking a look at is PCLN, Priceline.com. It broke above 525 right here. It does look like it was just in a type of bull flag consolidation range. We move this up 500, so it looks like it had a nice breakout above this level. The only thing that kind of sucks to me is that volume was pretty low today. If prices get above today's high and volume picks up, gets more higher, that'll show more buying coming in, and then that it wants to continue up higher. Baidu is another stock that I'm looking at that today it broke out above this type of a triangle, ascending triangle, and it hit 150. The measurement of this triangle actually is from 140 to 148 or so. So I'm expecting upside target of around 156, 155. But I would be expecting some choppiness along the way before it moves up and hits that target. CE, Celanese Corp, is another stock that I'm looking at. It actually moved down, pulled back to its 20-day exponential moving average, and it had a nice break above 45. I do like to see that, especially when I want to go long. So it does look like it wants to retest its prior highs around $47. But this is I had it pinned really around this level right here. So hopefully it continues to move up and hits my target of 47. If it returns back into this range, I might keep the stock, or I might just close it out. Costco, symbol COST, is also another stock I'm taking a look at for the upside. It's broke out above 77.50 and it pulled back into the range. Looks like it's just some type of a flag formation right now. So if it wants to move up again and retest or retake the $77.50, that should be a pretty decent long. BHI, Baker Hughes, is also another stock I'm taking a look at. It looks like it wants to move up and retest probably the $75 level. Let me zoom in here. So volume's actually been picking up the last 3 or 4 days, and it is moving up higher, so it probably wants to retest 75 and break above it. Break above 75, it would be a decent long. I'm actually thinking about maybe dabbling in a few shares maybe before it hits 75. I know a lot of the stocks that I mentioned in this video are just basically longs, and if the market does move down, they would still maybe be okay from the long side, but like I said in the beginning, just to trade a shorter amount of shares and watch your stops.